I don't know why it ended last time, boys. But we're back with the Rockets game. Oh, come on, it restarted us? Ooh. Green! Green.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner.
And coming into this game, Grant, is it fair to say this feels like it should be a blowout?
Well, on paper, that would be the assumption. But, B.A., this is why we play the games. Anything can happen, and any team can pull off an upset.
Oh, no.
So the opening lineup for the Mavericks. Washington and Gafford, the combo inside. MP is out there with Kyrie Irving, and it's flagged in at small forward. Now here's Ivy. Şengün, a screen on Irving. Inside. And Şengün throw it down.
You know, he's run that set a lot, even in his college days. Ivy's aware of every option he has in the pick and roll.
Counted from distance.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Thompson outside. Fires the three. Washington grabs the miss. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Count the basket.
Yeah, once Flag gets the ball in there, it's pretty much a done deal.
And you look at the fit with Cooper, Flag, and the Mavericks, Tim. Man, what stands out here?
I think the first thing for me is just his competitive edge. He is ready to make an immediate impact because of his toughness. Eventually, his aggressiveness as a scorer will catch up to that.
And we forget, he's still a teenager.
Yeah, but he certainly is made for this stage.
And here's MP from outside.
No
Can't get it to
way.
Go. The Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Goes up on the wing.
Come on, KD.
Another one falls for Houston.
Red hot out of the gates. Keep it rolling.
MP looking around. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Fires in the triple. MP's got 6 points.
And the three ball is just another way that MP can hurt you.
Oh.
A clear look for Ivy. That's good. And so Durant with the assist.
And when you start out shooting 80% or better as a team, you start to feel yourself a little bit, and that feeling is good.
Pass to MP. The three is up.
Come on, three.
Finney Smith pulls it in.
Why am I shooting this?
The Rockets have gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. Durant, the pass to Finney Smith. The shot from the low post is good.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
And it's Irving missing.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
Thompson, that's good.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Irving, the pass to MP. Hey, puts up a three.
No.
Finney Smith pulls it in. The Rockets lead by 4. Lets a floater go. Pass to Thompson. Finney Smith, a screen. Thompson in the post. He's guarded by Irving. Banked it in off the glass.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And it's a completely new group for the Rockets. And let's use this break to recognize your Western Conference Player of the Week, MP.
Now you really...
That's it.
Can't be mad at this pick. Just look at the point totals he's been posting lately. No question.
The heck? I'm watching this guy's funny. Y'all can hear. For the y'all can't hear. He's funny, right? He's funny right now.
We'll go for a different look here. Finney Smith checked in for Green. Kevin Durant comes in for Easton. Ivy's checked in for Shepard. And it's Amin Thompson in for Van Vliet. A big group substitution here for Dallas. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Lively. Washington comes in for Bagley. MP's checked in for Thompson. And Kyrie Irving is subbed in for Williams.
Yeah, rugged play by Capella. Going through the foul and creating an
Come on.
and-one opportunity.
Legs night in, night out. You know what you're going to get from Clint Capella.
Well, B.A., he
No.
provides activity
I
on
hate-
both ends of the floor. On the glass, he will protect
not-
the rim.
I'm on
He
KD.
is a constant lob threat.
They've got
Crap.
Jaden Ivey. Dorian
Oh,
Finney-Smith is
I'm
out there with Kevin Durant. Then it's Clint Capella, and it's Thompson in at the point. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Rockets have brought in the right veterans. Coach Ime Udoka said, quote, their approach rubbed off on our entire team. We can only teach so much, but you have to have guys that have carved out their niche in the league with that edge and that defensive mentality. It was invaluable for our team. Back to you, B.A.
They've got that grit. Thank you, Allie. Ivy. Gafford grabs the miss. The Mavericks lead by 5. And here's MP from outside. Here's Washington. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
I love his tenacity. Extra possessions, second chance points. That's winning basketball.
Finney-Smith passes to Thompson. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Pass to Irving. From deep, MP. Oh, a silky 3 from MP.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Goes up at the elbow. Durant, no good.
He just can't get anything
Come on.
going in this quarter, and his team desperately in need of a spark.
MP shot is good.
Do that.
Exactly what every
That's a
offense
shooter right
needs.
there.
Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Yeah, that's how you create
Oh,
that
yeah,
spacing, and
right.
that will open up a lot of options.
Alright, guys, I'll be back. Alright, guys. Alright. I'm back. Let's go.
Offensively.
And so it's MP making things happen for Dallas. What a game from deep. Making 5 trays. We'll be back in a moment.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half for the Dallas Mavericks.
So they've got some firepower coming off that bench, man. And not just complimentary scorers. We're talking about primary options.
Which makes this club really difficult to defend for an entire game because they always have fresh people coming in. And now let's take a moment to see how the West stacks up here in this early part of the season.
When I look at the Mavericks, it's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in the league.
Well, we knew they'd be. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
And this offense continues to find him in his sweet spots from deep.
Let's go.
Rockets trail by 11. And on the floor for Jason Kidd as we get into the second half. Washington and Gafford, the combo inside. Kyrie Irving out there with MP. And it's Flagg in at the 3. Here's Durant. Making it look easy inside. Durant.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Irving with it. And 10 last made. Dallas with a 1.8% chance to win the lottery. But it happened.
Incredibly, it ends up with the arrival of Cooper Flagg, which appeases a Mavs fan base that was just about in open revolt. So there's hope both now and in the future.
And for the Rockets, they're shooting a solid 47%. And it's Ivy penetrating.
I'm not paying attention.
Jam!
And he is a hard charger. Ivy
I just
only
looked down
plays
for
at
1
full
second.
speed. A great burst on his drives.
And MP with a basket on the assist by Flagg. Flagg's got 3 assists now in this one. And so Durant will bring it up for the Rockets. Outside Finney-Smith. To the inside. Ivy. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And with the talent and the competitiveness that Ivy has, we're going to see a lot of nights like this in his NBA career. It's just a matter of how many.
A nice shot by MP.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Rockets trail by 13. And here's Ivy. He's got 13. Here's Şengün. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Şengün's got his second basket of the night.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Washington right side. From deep, MP. Kept alive. Gafford. And he battles for the ball. Gets his second chance bucket. Gafford's got his first 2 points.
Whatever they said at halftime, it is working. They look super confident out there.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Pass to Thompson. 3-pointer. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got 4 rebounds now. And he drives in. And that one's good. Flagg's got 9 points.
And just carving up the defense on the drive. Great to see Flagg taking initiative on offense like this.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, for all the anticipation around NBA expansion, we might have to pump the brakes. I'm told a number of team owners are a bit hesitant to further carve up the revenue from this new national broadcasting deal, so the timeline may take longer than some fans had hoped.
They'll get there. All right, Shams. Thank you very much for that report. And there's 1:45 left in the third quarter. The Rockets with another miss, and it's the Mavericks ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Has to Flagg. Another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup. 11 points in the game.
I just love the ball movement.
Rockets trail by 19. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And Houston will go for a different look here. Capella, he's checked in for Alperen Şengün. Eason comes in for Finney Smith. Shepard, he's checked in for Ivey. And Fred VanVleet is subbed in for Thompson. Here's Durant. The Rockets again can't hit. The Mavericks lead by 19. And for all the talk of unicorn centers, a lot to be said for a rim-running big man like Derek Lively, Tim.
Yeah, his mobility fits the modern game, B.A. He can move his feet, which allows him to cover in space. And then, on the break and as a rim roller, watch your head.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Here's MP. Good on the shot. 30 points for MP.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the three ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
Pass to Capella. Now VanVleet. Clock at 6. Lets the three fly. And it's Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got his 4th rebound in this one. MP inside. Durant's there.
Yeah.
MP, that one's good.
On the
Finishing through
rim.
contact is required in the NBA. MP knows he can't let guys stop him.
Spins. Here's Durant. Can't cash it in from the high post. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks. A huge 24-point lead for them. And they've done well in limiting Durant's production, making him uncomfortable and getting him out of rhythm. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. All right, let's listen in. Head coach Jason Kidd is mic'd up.
We got some great looks. Great looks. Defensively, we're getting stops too.
And Jason Kidd, happy with the way his team is performing, hoping they can maintain momentum.
Well, they're working together both ends of the floor and doing a great job of playing at their pace.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. VanVleet and Shepard, they're the guards. Alperen Şengün out there with Clint Capella. And it's Eason in at the small forward position. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Here's VanVleet, right side Eason. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to VanVleet from behind the arc. Mavericks with the rebound. They'll be playing host to New Orleans for their next one, and that's a 1-game homestand for the club. He's checked in for Şengün. Thompson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. MP comes in for Bagley. And the NBA certainly responsive to the fans, Tim, but some say they just want to complain.
Well, the social media era has given fans more of a voice than ever before, but it also breeds shorter attention spans, so the league is right to be proactive.
Shepard, that's good.
Plays like that, so easy for him.
And so MP will bring it up for Dallas. Thompson passes to MP. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable. And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Mavericks.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for MP.
And watching that last game, you could see the comfort zone he got into, just filling it up from all of the spots he loves.
Houston making some changes.
Substitution on the court.
51 seconds left in the 4th quarter here. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about the value of size out of the backcourt, and that sequence by Thompson is a great example.
Pass to Marshall. And the basket by MP. MP's got 42 in the game.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
And this run should seal this win. What a timely burst.
Here's Ivy. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Here's MP. Pass to Lively. Back to MP. And so Dallas takes this one by a big margin. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
All right, now let's go courtside to Dominic Hamill.
A memorable evening as MP passes 40 points in leading his team to victory. Before you were a star, MP, you were a fan. Is this kind of effort as special for you to experience as it was to watch when you were growing up?
Yeah, Dom. It's fun to have success, but you have to keep perspective. I'm not planning on tonight being my career best or anything, you know? Got a lot of big nights ahead of me, personally, and I think the team's got a lot of big nights ahead of us.
Well, we wish you luck, MP.
Oh, thank you.
Brian, back to you.
Thank you, Dominic. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate...
One, two, three. Oh, we backwards.
We are at a quarter. Hello and
We going.
Spinning twice as much, baby. The last check you picked up was your paycheck. Maybe you don't need to stand up. We got a comic right here, right now.
So we got that thing set up, and now it's like, play me a song. No, don't. Always listen to me. Right now, there could very well be someone.
Dallas Mavericks, let's go.
MP.
He about to tear the roof off.
Right, boy. MP starting lineup.
Up next, the Mavericks taking on the Pelicans. For Dallas, they're playing with terrific focus. Their hard work from the summer is paying off with a quick start right out of the gate. Pelicans, Mavs, coming up next. Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of the NBA on 2.
And a good portion of the starting lineup is out for this team. A lot of fill-ins tonight.
Dealing with a number of injuries, missing some key pieces, an uphill battle for the time being.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, we've got Trey Murphy. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Zion Williamson. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's McGowan's in at the 3. And for the Mavericks, Washington and Lively hold down the post for him. Kyrie Irving is out there with MP. And it's Flagg in at the small forward. And we talk about experimenting with lineups early on, DB. What are some examples of that?
Well, you can have two extremes, right, in the modern NBA. Most teams need some sort of small ball lineup that they finish with. But we are also increasingly starting to see teams play with multiple bigs on the floor. You have to be able to have multiple tools in your toolbox.
And here is Murray. Following the three-pointer by MP. Here's McGowan. Misses the 3. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. They are a hot team right now. 7 consecutive wins. And looking for number 8 tonight.
No, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out.
That's just all Zion. Once he gets that close, he's zoned in on capitalizing no matter what.
There is the long-range jumper.
He is in a zone right now. Every 3 he puts up seems to be going down.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, this summer saw Hall of Famer Joe Dumars put in charge of the Pelicans front office, returning to his home state of Louisiana. He talked about it being the right place, right time, right people in New Orleans. He's looking to ensure it's super organized, classy, and elite organization.
They'll get there for sure. Hey, Shams, thank you very much.
Oh, God.
And it's Williamson with the rebound. New Orleans has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
MP with it. Now defended by Williamson. And here's MP for 3. Another miss by MP. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Pelicans. It's a 5-point game. And the rejection by Lively. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Lively. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Here's McGowan's. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Murray.
A terrific job from Irving to track his man the entire way and bother that shot.
Got that one up quick. MP's got 12 points in the game.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Now here's Williamson. Coming in off a 21-point game in his last outing. Pass to McGowan's. From past the arc. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Getting their first of the season at this Pelicans team.
And they'll be doing their best to establish superiority over this club, something they failed to do a year ago.
Pelicans trail by 8. Williamson outside. They need this
I don't
one.
even know who I'm on.
And again, no good by New Orleans. Dallas has gone 4-6 from long range here early on. A 3 from MP. Offensive rebound. Washington kicks to MP. For 3. And Washington is good for 3.
Oh, great ball movement there.
There's an assist.
There's 53 seconds left to play in the first. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And it's Williamson missing. Mavericks leading by 11. Here's MP. And it's Williamson with the rebound.
That's just tad.
Here's McGowan. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Cooper Flagg.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Pelicans shooting their first free throws of the night.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
First one falls for him. And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Bagley. MP comes in for Thompson. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Williams. The Pelicans also changing up. Zion Williamson's checked in for Edmisi. And Murray's subbed in for Hawkins. And you look at this Mavs rotation now, Doris, a wide range of ages.
And that's important, Kevin, because typically when you start a rebuild or a build, it begins with young players. But inevitably, there comes a moment in time where you think we need some maturity and we need some veterans in our locker room. So it's always better to have a blend.
Big man on the floor for him. It'll be Washington and Gafford. MP out there with Irving, and it's Marshall in at the three. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Now Murray following the three-point attempt by MP. And again, no good by New Orleans.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
MP getting out in front on the break.
By the time this young man is done, MP could be one of the great scorers we've ever seen.
Now here's Murray against Charlotte. He was really on his game. And Williamson throws it down.
Yeah, if you're playing that power forward position, you overcome a lack of size with great hops.
Here's MP. MP finishes inside.
Despite his youth, MP showing grown man strength.
Pelicans trail by 9. Here's Spears. Oh, and it's sent back by Washington. MP deciding where to go with it. And they'll get another chance. Trying his luck from deep. MP, the triple is down the hatch. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
And now, Allie Lepore says something for us from the sideline.
Well, Zion Williamson is one of the most gifted athletes this game has ever seen, but now he's taken his commitment to conditioning to another level. He said, I definitely see the difference. I'm feeling like I don't exert as much energy to get to a certain speed. My movements are swifter. Back to you, Kevin.
A scary thought. Okay, Allie, thanks. And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Derek Lively, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Clyde comes in for Najee Marshall. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Pelicans. Trey Murphy comes in for Fears. Here's McGowan's. Pass to Murray. New Orleans moving the ball around. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Oh, phenomenal work right there. There's times, boy, he can be tough to check.
Here's Flag. Back to MP. Releases. Bank shot. No good.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
Now here's Williamson. He's got 8. 5 on the clock. Here's McGowan. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And every year, Williamson seems to take another leap as a distributor. Great pass on that one.
MP. Oh, MP makes it look easy.
You know, the assist is the key part of that play. The pace on the bounce pass, perfect.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Irving against Murray. Driving in, and it's Murray with the jam.
Oh, That's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. And we've reached halftime in this one. Mavericks lead by 11. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Yes, of course.
And just for a moment here, I was wondering, if you guys were playing in the league today, which current player would you most like to team up with?
That's tough, Ernie, but I got to pick Wemby. Playing alongside of him, that's just going to be too good to pass up.
Well, I'll tell you what, May 19th, I'm teaming up with the Ant-Man. 1-2 punch, baby.
Very interesting. And let's move on now to that first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the Pelicans.
If they think they'll win with this kind of defense, they're tripping. When you give up that many good shots, it fuels your opponent's fire.
You're like gasoline on a floor. That'll do it for our show.
3!
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Here's who James Borrego is starting the second half with. Jordan is out there with Zion Williamson. Then there's Trey Murphy. Then there's Murray. And it's McGowan's in at the 3. TB, what would you say is the biggest difference between the regular season and the playoffs?
The level of intensity goes to a level that is so different than the regular season, Kevin. I say it all the time. If you walk into an NBA arena in the playoffs, the tension is so palpable, you could almost reach out and touch it.
Williamson against Washington. And it's Williamson missing.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
They get it back, and Flag throws it down.
Fantastic hustle from the rookie Flag. That kind of all-out effort will earn him points with his teammates and coaches.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
So, great for Cooper Flag. Both of his parents were college basketball players.
Boy!
Yeah, and I love that Cooper's mom calls him String Bean. Though at this point, he's a powerful young man. He also has a twin brother, Ace, who's got some talent as well. And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. Taking a look at New York, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And you know, for the Mavericks, they've simply been on fire lately, ripping off 5 straight wins to help maintain that #1 spot. And with each additional victory, they're becoming more and more confident.
What do you mean?
Pelicans trail by 12. Pass to Williamson. Shoots over Washington. And Williamson gets it to go.
Boy, he's been impressive scoring the basketball, but it is really tough to play from behind.
Inside. Washington, that's good. Washington's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, that's how you execute in the painted area. Love when P.J. Washington is assertive.
Nifty move. Rips it home after the terrific move.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
A 3 from MP. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game. 1:53 left in the third quarter of the game. Outside for Murray, over Irving. That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket for Murray.
And that's the shot he's developed and worked really hard at. Murray's hands lightning fast.
Williams is checked in for Kyrie Irving. And New Orleans also making a change. Queens checked in. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Dallas. They've led by as many as 14 points. MP dishes to Williams. Dallas moving the ball around. And here's MP for 3. Traps in the tray. MP's got 6 in the quarter.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And new leadership for the Pelicans. Craig looking to create a tough, no-excuses mindset.
And at the risk of making excuses, injuries are what held this team back last season. So some of that toughness might be best reflected in their ability to just stay on the court.
Pelicans trail by 11. To the paint. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Listen, this guy's doing his part. It's what we know he's about, but they have got to get some productivity from some other guys on this roster.
To the right side. A 3 from MP. Another 3 for Dallas.
Gotta contest MP from out there. He is more than capable from 3.
The Pelicans have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Cans it from downtown.
They're shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Pass to Lively. For the 3. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Murray the pass to Queen. Down low. And he slams it one-handed.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And here's MP for 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. MP's got 15 points here in the second half. And here's Jordan outside. That shot misses. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks. 13 points up at the end of the period. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Bang, bang.
And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open.
Getting ready for Dallas. Jarek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. B.J. Washington comes in for Marvin Bagley. Flag is checked in for Najee Marshall. And MP subbed in for Williams. Washington and Lively hold down the post for him. Irving is out there with MP. And it's Flag in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
Okay, that's
And
fine.
we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And here is Williamson. The shot is good.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Now Washington.
Flag.
Now Flag. Clock at 4.
Flag.
And stolen by Williamson. Got it to go off the glass.
Boy, he's been lights out. You want to talk
Come
about
on,
an
Q.
efficient offensive game. Wow.
And stolen by Jordan. Here's McGowan's. Covered by MP. Now Williamson. He gets it to go.
And such a force moving around the paint. Zion goes where he wants.
Here's Irving. From outside, he drills the 3.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Strong move off the glass.
Pounding it in the paint there. Murray doing it all.
Mavericks leading by 14. Here's MP. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Showing off the post moves right there.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Dallas.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
What a groove for him this evening. Just stand aside and let the man work.
Williamson looking it over. Fires the three. Rebounded by Lively. And so MV will bring it up for the Mavericks. Irving outside. Here's Washington. Now flag. MP outside. Good. Another from three.
Another three. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made.
MP. First personal foul. 15 foul. DeJounte Murray. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Second free throw, no good. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
As we send you over to Jennifer Quintana from the sideline.
A dominant game by MP, leading his team to victory. MP, you broke 40 points tonight. Is 40 just a number? What does it mean in today's NBA?
For opponents, I want them to know it's a show of force. But for my teammates, it's a promise that whatever I have, I'm going to give.
A true team player. Thank you, MP.
Always. Thank you.
Kevin, over to you.
All right, thank you, Jennifer.
Let's go. Right over again. Versus Milwaukee Bucks. The Milwaukee Bucks. Flag, I'm sorry.
You know the deck stack, but
I gotta be a better teammate, Flag. for the freaking number 2. Ah, Coach. Coach. Where's Coach? Alright, guys. That'll be it for tonight. See y'all. That'll be it for tonight. See y'all tomorrow.